How's everyone doing? Um, let's go in and talk about a few things. Number one thing is people say that in 2025, number one question is America a racist country? I would say before my time, yes, America was. If you read history, was America a racist country during slavery? Of course. Jim Crow, of course. Segregation, of course. Let's go back to the Civil War. They say that the Civil War was it started because of that Lincoln wanted to free slaves. That isn't true. Lincoln needed a reason to start the Civil War. Lincoln wanted North and South to come together. And Lincoln even said if he could have North and South come together and continue with slavery, he would have. I mean, all of this is in history. If people just do their research and read. So did Lincoln actually free slavery? No. But I'm just touching a little bit about history. Just is America a racist country in 2025? No. You have racist individuals in America in 2025. 2024, 2023, 2022, 21. You have racist individuals. Was America a racist country during the 70s? Of course it was. Was it racist during the 80s? Yes. I mean, you had towns in Texas that blacks weren't allowed to even go into those towns. Those towns had signs that said, in, stay out. Vidor, Texas. Panhandle. South Lake Curl. You know, you had towns like that didn't want blacks in. A lot of towns were all white. I grew up in a very racist town in Texas. East Texas was very racist then. I experienced a lot of racism, you know. So I would say America has gotten better because now you're able to sue behind racism. People don't like to talk about history because they say, well, we don't want to bring up the old, that's in the past. You have to bring up the past to make the future better. So, I mean, you drop your comment and you tell me, do you think America's a racist country in 2025? I say no, it isn't. Because a lot of laws has been passed. You're able to do a lot more. You're able to achieve a lot more. If you're discriminated against, then you're able to sue for discrimination. So America has gotten better, but you had struggles come along that way. You know, even during slavery, when America was very racist, they brought slaves over here. Blacks didn't ask to come over here, they were brought over here. So back then, America was very racist. Now, it isn't racist. Even now, when you have deportation going on, they say it's behind racism. No, it's not behind racism. They're just doing what they should have done a long time ago. If your papers aren't right, then they're just sending you back so you can get your papers right. Just like dealing with Mexico. Mexico is just, it's divided by a river from Texas. So they've been sneaking across for a long time. Nobody has ever stopped it. Because for one, the rich farmers, they needed somebody to work for less than nothing. So when people from Mexico come over here, they take the jobs that we really don't want and we're really not going to do, because you're not going to pay us $6 an hour, $5 an hour, or we're not going to work all day for $100. You know, to me, that's slave labor. So nobody shouldn't have to do that. But I mean, they were doing that. Was Trump wrong for deportation? No. Because I can't pick a country and just go and stay in the country because I want to. So nobody can just say, well, I want to come to America and stay in America because I want to. That isn't right. It's not going to work. You see, you're able to protest. Okay? But when you protest to stay in America, you can't raise your country's flag because you're not trying to stay in your country. You're trying to stay in America. So you should be holding America's flag because this is where you want to stay. You don't want to go back home. You want to stay here. A lot of opportunities in America, of course. A lot of jobs in America, yes. The economy is good in America, yes. Medical is good in America, of course. Medical has gotten better. You can go to the emergency room with no insurance and get treated. They're not going to turn you away. You can go to the emergency room with no ID and get treated. They're not going to turn you away. I've left my ID at home, went to the emergency room, still got treated without an ID card. So you will get treated. So no, 2025, America isn't racist. You know, but you know, they just touch on a few things. You tell me your comment. You tell me, is America racist? I'm always going to say no. Some things I don't agree with that Trump does. Some things I do agree with. Going to war, I don't agree with. That's one thing I don't agree with. And that's speaking from a veteran's point of view. He said, put America first. Okay. I haven't seen that yet. People wear the hat saying, make America great again. When was America ever great? Was it great during slavery? Was it great during Jim Crow? Was it great during segregation? You tell me when it was ever great. America will only be great when all races are treated the same. When all races are afforded the same opportunity. That's when America will be great. When Asians come over here, Hispanics come over here, they show prejudice against blacks. For what? We haven't done anything to you. But now the deportation is going on. You expect blacks to get out there and protest with you. But when the murders was going on, people were getting killed by cops, when blacks were getting killed by cops, you weren't out there protesting against that. As a matter of fact, I'm not saying all of you, but most of you are saying we were wrong for protesting. Okay. If you voted for Trump, you knew that this was going to happen. Now you're mad. Now you're complaining. He told you what he was going to do, and he did it. And now he's still doing it. Okay? If your family, your brother, sister, grandparents are getting deported, if you voted for Trump, that's your fault. It's not ours. Fact of the matter is, Black Americans can't be deported. Where are you going to deport us to? We were brought here. Our ancestors were brought here during slavery. So yes, this is our country. This is the only language we know is English. Okay? Now some of us know other languages because they were taught other languages. But this is our country, so you can't deport us. And you can't be mad at us. I'm a U.S. citizen. Other Black Americans are U.S. citizens. Okay? You left your country to come here. We didn't leave another country to come here. We were already here. I'm just stating facts, telling you the truth. No lies, just being real with you. What's the next move for America? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Trump is a president. He's our commander-in-chief. So what he said goes. He's backed by Congress. He's backed by the House. So all I can say is, if your papers are right, if you're not a citizen but your papers are right, you're safe. You're not going to be deported. But if your papers aren't right, you're going to be deported. Because deportation is still going on. Drop your comment. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe button. I want to know what you think. Talk to you later.